Novo Nordisk stock is down over 6% during today's trading hours because they actually released their earnings report earlier than expected. This was out of the blue, they just decided to release their earnings. And they were expected to release their earnings on August 5th after the bell on Wednesday. However, they decided to release it today on August 4th during the day. And as we can see, if we take a look at the stock, guys, the stock is falling right now. So with that being said, I want to go over that earnings report and show you the key aspects of it and then go over the fundamentals of the business and see if we should be buying the stock right now. So if we take a look at the Novo Nordisk company announcement, also let me just go over what Novo Nordisk is if you don't know. They are a drug company, and the main things that they sell are GLP-1 drugs for either weight loss or diabetes. That is the main segments that this company runs with for their drugs. And looking at Novo Nordisk, guys, they just reported, obviously, as we can see here, the reported adjusted operating profit of $33 billion in Denmark currency. So it's a little bit hard to tell you guys with just this report, but I want to go over this. So they reported sales increase by 3%, so that's pretty good, with growth negatively impacted by rebate provision. So maybe exaggerated, it was a little bit exaggerated, but if we take into account the currency exchange rate, and let's translate to this US dollars, they reported about $12.2 billion. Hopefully this is good enough for you guys to see. $12.2 billion in revenue versus estimates of just over $11.2 billion. So they really beat estimates here. Sorry, I'm not drawing this well, but $12.2 billion they reported versus expectations of around $11.2 billion. So that's very good for this company. If we take a look here as well, they reported operating profit decreased by 16%, with growth negatively impacted by that 340 billion rebate provision reversal in the second quarter 2025, as well as a non-cash impairment charges of $6.3 billion in Denmark currency in 2026 second quarter. So this was a pretty good earnings, guys. Let me show you the overview of just the actual earnings in terms of USD. I know I'm using AI here, guys, but it's a lot easier for the conversion rate. Net income $3.27 billion for 2026. The adjusted earnings came in above analysts as well. So their revenue and EPS looked very good compared to analyst expectations. 96 cents per share, beating the analyst consensus of 82 cents. Also, operating profit came in at $5.15 billion. Let's go back over to that news report and show you some more. Let's take a look at the commercial highlights for Novo Nordisk. As we can see, Wegovy pill continues its uptake in the US, and for the week ending 17th of July, total weekly prescriptions exceed 265,000 measured by new patient starts. So that's very good for this company. The Wegovy pill seems to be very good going forward for Novo Nordisk. That is, like I've said in past videos, that's a very good area for more growth coming from this company. Wegovy pill was launched in the UAE in June and in the UK in July, with encouraging early uptake observed. So that's very good. The Wegovy pill is definitely something to watch for the future. There has been a lot of competition in this space with weight loss drugs, but the Wegovy pill as one of the first pills for weight loss, that is really helping this company continue this growth. If we go down, look at the pipeline progress, as we can see as well, the data continues to be very good for the weight loss drugs. 20.7% weight loss mean average. That's very good. Let's take a look at the outlook, though. This is the biggest thing here. Adjusted sales growth for 2026 is now expected to be 0 to -6%. Previously, Novo Nordisk was actually expecting -4 to -12%, guys. So that's very good. In terms of the outlook, they've raised their guidance for this. That is also good from Novo Nordisk. This earnings looks pretty solid. I don't know why the stock is down so much. If we also scroll down here, guys, look at this. The net sales, obviously, only growing 3% is pretty bad. The thing is, if we take a look at purely growth rates for their income statement basically. It's looking pretty poor, but it's better than what analysts expected. Net sales 3%, that's very poor. Operating profit down 16%. Adjusted net sales up 7%, at least that's okay. Adjusted operating profit up 11%. So there was some issues with that in terms of, as we see, adjusted sales and adjusted operating impact from the provision reversals related to the 340B drug pricing that time period. So it's a non-cash impairment. So it's a little exaggerated. Nonetheless, it's better than what analysts expected. I think this is pretty positive for Novo Nordisk, especially raising that guidance is probably the best part about this earnings report that they released early. Let's take a look at the fundamentals of the business though. If we take a look at Novo Nordisk, guys, as we see, right now we're down about 6%, and this is using valuationinvesting.money. This is using valuationinvesting.money, guys. If you want to go check it out, the link's in the description. This is my new website. It's only $9.99 per month, and you also get a bunch of other things with it. But as we can see, the stock over the past 5 years is still doing pretty bad, down 10%. So Novo Nordisk continues to struggle. I want to show you the financial charts for this company. As we can see here, the revenue growth seems pretty decent, but it's definitely decelerating, which is definitely what has been showing up in their recent earnings and their guidance for the future. Everything looks pretty solid though, besides also the earnings per share taking a nosedive. And then I want to show you the 7-step stock analysis for Novo Nordisk. This is pretty solid. 6 out of the 7 key metrics for this company. Forward PE ratio 13, very low valuation. Return on invested capital looks good. Everything looks good besides the debt to free cash flow. Everything looks good here. The problem is this is the past 5 years growth rate. This company was growing very fast because of that really rapid increase in people with these weight loss drugs. However, since Eli Lilly and all these other companies are starting to get into that space, it's getting really crowded. There's a lot of competition, and now Novo Nordisk market share is starting to decrease. So you have to keep that in mind if you want to invest in this company. Their moat is really deteriorating. Also, guys, if we take a look at analyst expectations here, this is what's expected for this company. So this is going to be in the Danish numbers, but as we can see here, we're expecting pretty slow growth from this company. Negative 4.9% for this upcoming year, 2%, 2%, 3%, 4%. So keep that in mind for our assumptions. Let's use the single scenario for Novo Nordisk. And so if we take a look at my intrinsic value calculator here, guys, using also analyst expectations, these are my assumptions for the growth rates. So I'm expecting negative 3% growth for this company. Then I'm expecting 4%, 3%, 3%, 3%. So pretty slow growth coming from Novo Nordisk. Future profit margin, this is where it gets difficult, guys. Right now it's at 37%. But as competition continues with Novo Nordisk, these numbers are probably going to start to decrease. I'm thinking 30% profit margin. And then for the PE ratio, I'll give them a 12 PE ratio. This company is not expected to grow very fast. I'm expecting them also, though, to buy back a decent amount of shares. They've been really starting to buy back shares as the stock has been suppressed. When I press calculate the intrinsic values here for Novo Nordisk with these assumptions going forward, guys, this is what I get. 2% future CAGR. So that's with very slow growth though. That's what you have to keep in mind. If you expect them to start to really grow these numbers, say they start to get to that mid-single digit for the upcoming years, start to grow up to 6%, that means they would have a higher PE ratio. If we press calculate now, if you do expect them to re-accelerate growth rates in the future, this will be a lot better returns near market average. In this, keep in mind, this does take into account the dividend. But just for you guys, right now, I would be staying away from this company because the competitive advantage they have is not really present besides the Wegovy pill right now. I just personally think with a company like this, you have to be careful, especially drug companies and stuff like that. I just think these companies are a lot harder to predict. It's a lot of variability in what can happen in the future with these companies. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind with a company like Novo Nordisk. Thank you guys for watching this video though. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below, and see ya.